Good morning, everyone. This is Ranger Rob, and welcome to the Ranger Rob Country Living channel. It is not a sparkling day in Central Oregon. It's definitely cool, quite cloudy. We're actually we're getting a little bit of rain. So we're gonna go check Maggie and see how well the fermentation's going with her food, and then go from there. You can definitely tell that fall and winter sneaking up on us. Definitely cooler. Got a herd of chickens hiding in the bushes here. And one right here. They're gonna freak me out. Anyway, what we're worried about is on the fermentation. I'm going to add a third bucket, and what we're trying to do is let the fermentation age a little more, so it gets a little bit more potency to it. So I got to find me another bucket. Well, I found myself another bucket here. I was in a greenhouse and checking on the chickens. We'll come back to them. We're going to set up a third fermentation bucket, and we're also going to see how Maggie's doing. Alright, so I fed all the pigs already. Maggie's definitely getting her oatmeal, but I think what I'm seeing is a positive result. Now, I know it's probably more information you want to know, but what I was getting is a lot of her droppings were like deer manure, and that's not normal, especially if you look over to Penny's paddock. You'll see that they have much more bold droppings, but I've noticed here that her droppings are getting more to standard size, so I think we have something positive going on here. So the fermentation is helping get more liquid into her, and maybe less constipated. So that's good news, but we'll keep an eye on it. But it looks positive that her droppings are getting a little more normal, and that's what I've been trying to accomplish here. So good. Alright, so I'm over here with the buckets. I've got 3 of them now, so I'm going to go get some more food and get this one. We want to make sure we put a scoop of food, which is our normal amount, and let them soak in water. The more time, the longer we can leave it in the water, the more fermentation process takes place here. So anyway, going to get a scoop of food, add water, and keep this process going. Well, guys, it's a little later in the day. In fact, it's around 4 o'clock, and this is a Thursday. So that means we have our podcast tonight. So tonight, I think we're going to talk about John Pearson's apples. He grows apples on his farm, and it's going to go through some of his processing to make a cider, and a little more discussion about our future piglets and a couple of farms. See John and Debbie, their homestead, they've got stuff going on with meat birds and stuff. And I just looked at the temperatures, and it says that our lows is going to be around freezing, which means I'm going to go to the greenhouse here and close all the openings to the greenhouse, let it warm up a little more before it gets cold tonight. So the vent on the door and the vent in the back, I'm going to seal all that up and try to keep it a little warmer in here tonight. Good morning, guys. It's the next day, and Actually, today looks like a sparkling day in Central Oregon. Now, I couldn't help but notice that I have a big box in the front of our house, which means I think it's a chewy box, and they usually weigh a ton, but let's double check that. Yes, indeed, it is a chewy box, and because I can't lift heavy items, I'm gonna go get a dolly. Alright, that's a fun way to start my day. Well, I got that package put away. Had to use the dolly, of course. And out here, fed the pigs. Did the fermented food for Maggie over here. And everybody's doing good. A little warmer today, but still a little bit of an edge. And it's the first day I've actually wore a long sleeve shirt. So yeah, times are changing. I wanted to remind you, we had a podcast last night. If you've been thinking about or have apples or growing apples, and maybe you've been considering making cider, our podcast was devoted to John Pearson from Pearson Apple Farms. And he did a really good job. So I urge you guys to check out the podcast we did yesterday. It's all about apples and a little bit about the homesteads, but mainly the apples. So anyway, check it out. I think you'll like it. Well, guys, I think later on today I got to take Cinder back to the vet to have her neck looked at. I think it's doing a little better, but we'll have to see how that goes. Other than that, I think that wraps up our day for now. I want to thank you very much for watching. Please take the time to like, share, subscribe. We really appreciate that. I'm going to cook some really good meals for the weekend and get some work done. So guys, have a great day. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you later. Bye now.
This video is made possible by RangerRob Poopy Bags, available in Amazon right now. Thank you very much for watching our video. Please take the time to like, subscribe, and share our videos all over the whole wide world. Thanks.